It's 7:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The Hunter Valley's thoroughbred breeding industry has had a major win in its fight against a new open-cut coal mine. The Planning Assessment Commission has rejected the Drayton South project near Jerry's Plains, which would have been built within 500 metres of two key horse studs, ruling it didn't provide a sufficient buffer to protect the studs and it wasn't in the public interest. Darley Stud Managing Director Henry Plumtree says it's a relief after a bitter 3-year legal battle.
The Commission has probably looked at the evidence and the submissions. It's pretty overwhelming. It was overwhelming last year when we did the review pack that it was going to have a massive impact, not just on us, but on our whole industry.
Police fear a Lake Macquarie teenager who's been missing for more than a week may now be in the Kempsey area. 16-year-old Taylor Armand went missing from her Dudley home on Sunday, October 12. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says an investigation has been ongoing since her disappearance.
And we do hold concerns for her safety as this disappearance is quite out of character. After an initial appeal for information, it's believed Taylor might have been in Katara or Adamstown or even the Newcastle beach areas during the last week. However, further information has since revealed she may have travelled as far as Kempsey.
The federal government and the major television networks are being urged to address poor free-to-air reception in the Hunter. There have been ongoing problems for residents in the Port Stephens area since the analogue system was switched to digital in November 2012. Patterson MP Bob Baldwin says things improved for residents around Anna Bay when a self-help transmitter was installed, but other areas still need help.
Things have improved, but things have also got worse. Since they've done the installation of the towers at Anna Bay and upgrade facilities in some of our northern towers, things have got better for some residents. But still, through areas like Medowie, Tilligary, up through Bulladila, things have got worse.
Hunter residents are being urged to think more about their water usage at home this week. National Water Week is in full swing across the country, with this year focusing on there being more water sources to protect than the average resident may realise. Water wastage and ensuring water quality remains to good standard are on the agenda. The Hunters bishops of the Catholic and Anglican churches will host a public forum tonight at St Andrew's Church at Cardiff to discuss the current international security concerns and the church's response to them. Increasing concerns about global terrorism and the threat posed to Australia will be high on the agenda. Anglican Bishop of Newcastle, Greg Thompson, says we need to guard against the potential loss of freedom of speech during these troubled times.
Our churches and our wider community are concerned that we don't go down the track of over-regulating and over-securing our country at the expense of our opportunity to speak up about the things that concern us.
And briefly, the state government is planning to run a shuttle bus service between Hamilton and Newcastle every 10 to 15 minutes once the inner city rail line is closed from Boxing Day. Now with sport, Cecilia Connell.
The Newcastle Jets will be aiming to put their past woes in New Zealand behind them when they cross the Tasman to take on Wellington Phoenix this Sunday. Recording just 2 wins from 11 visits, the team could be boosted by the return of Ben Kantarovski, with the pivotal player resuming full-time training this week after recovering from a knee injury. Wellington are fresh from a 2-1 victory over the Central Coast. Meanwhile, in the Northern New South Wales National Premier League, competition newcomers Maitland are in talks with former Mariners star Patrick Svansvik. Magpies coach Chris Turner is hopeful of signing the 39-year-old to boost the team's defensive arsenal. It's also understood the club is in talks with Western captain Carl Thornton. And Belmont's Harry Morton and Kurt Hansen have been named Youth Sailors of the Year after winning both the Open and Youth 29er World Championships. That's sport. I'm Cecilia Connell.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 8.